Today, we're going to learn about stress.
Stress is the state of mental tension and worry caused by problems in your life.
Stress is something that causes strong feelings of worry and anxiety. What do? We know that there's stress there. We know that we feel it before and after test. What can we do to feel better? Well, the first thing you can do is breathe. I'm sure people have told you that all along. And there's all this science behind it, but that's probably going to bore you. So let's just talk about how it feels for you. We're going to test it out together today. So what I want you to do is take a deep breath in, breathe out. Now some of you weren't trying it. Let's give it one more time. So you're going to get everybody, breathe in, breathe out. Great. Now why? So I'm sure all of you have seen sports, you've seen the Olympics and different events. And what do people do before they shoot that really important hoop or before they perform? They take a breath. You've seen it. Sometimes they even close their eyes. They close their eyes, they take a deep breath in, and they breathe out. And you've probably noticed they usually do a lot better when they do it. Our invitation for you is before a test, after a test, because sometimes that's when the stress really kicks in. You're thinking about, how did I do? Was it A? Was it B? You just talked to your friend, you found out the right answer. You need to try something to help you relax and calm. Because we already know if you're feeling that tension, that anxiety, does it help you or make it harder? Makes it harder, doesn't it? I know, I remember, me too, and for all of us. But there's another thing you can do as well. It's called shaking. And maybe you have a dog or you have a friend that has a dog at home. And how do they usually look? Dogs usually look happy for the most part, unless they're barking at you and it's your neighbor's dog, I know. But for the most part, your dog seems pretty happy. Why? Because they've learned a technique. Well, actually, they had it since they were born, is to shake. You ever seen them do it? They get flustered, they're barking at somebody, they got a little wet, they shake it all off. Well, sometimes when we have a lot of tension in our body or in our minds, shaking helps us let it go and release it. So first of all, we have to take a look and see, does our body affect us? Does the stress affect our mind when we're taking a test, when we're trying to talk to friends, when we're going out to meet people? Let's test it out. So what I'm going to ask you to do is make a fist on both sides. And I want you to breathe in. You're going to breathe in, hold your breath, and make a really tense face and lock your jaw up a little bit. All right? Don't worry, no one's looking. They're all watching me. So breathe in. And on 3, we're going to say, have a nice day. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Have a nice day. Ooh. I don't know about you, but I couldn't do both. I couldn't have my hands like that. I couldn't feel that tension in my body and then be happy at the same time. Let's try the other. So have your hands out like this maybe, or if you're in a classroom where people are looking at you, have your hands more relaxed, just on the table. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out and smile. Say, have a nice day. Oh, thanks guys, I appreciate it. I hope you do too.
One of the most playful mammals on this earth, mice. They love to play all day. And play is a great way to take care of yourself. And it's also considered an expression of joy. Mice can't get enough of it. An interesting research study was done on 3 mice in particular. They stayed in a self-contained habitat for 10 days straight. The first 3 days, they played and played and played all day, having a great time. On the 4th day, a single cat hair was introduced into their habitat. And guess what? All play ceased. There was no more play. After 24 hours of no play, the cat hair was removed from the habitat. And guess what? The play did not resume. The mice were very stressed from this cat hair. And even after removing the hair, they could not find that joyful place again for a while. What's your cat hair? There's a really cool scene in the movie After Earth with Will Smith and his son. It's a time when Will's son had to make a really good decision, but was really flooded and having a hard time focusing. So his dad says, take a knee. Take a knee, cadet.
Take a knee, cadet.
So Will's son takes a knee. The purpose was for his son to focus, to take a mindful minute and breathe and clear his mind so that he could make a good decision. You know, there's times in our lives when we get really stressed and overwhelmed. And it's important at those times for us to take a knee.